is it worth it? Should you get one for your RV travels? Well, here's what it involves.
Hello fellow RVers, this is Gary, Rutherford RV Life. This doesn't happen often, but my wife booked me at a 10-day stay just so that I could practice using the poop tote. So I thanked her for it, and now I'm going to use the poop tote. So let's go poop toting.
And if you've ever wondered what it's like to have a poop tote, let's think of a better name for it. A waste tote. What's it actually called?
Porta-tote.
Porta-tote. Now before we got our porta-tote, we had to bring in the slide and drive and dump and come back and set everything up. But now with our porta-tote, we just make several trips to the dump station and all is good. Gary might be a little cranky today. This isn't his favorite thing to do. Okay, especially since we have been so spoiled this year. We have stayed at so many parks that have sewer. This has not even been a thought. I think we used it. Did we use it one other time, Gary? I don't even know if we used it this year. But we have used it before. This just happened to be a luxurious year. Well, 2022 was, that we had a lot of sewer sites.
Need this one.
Okay. So he's getting his parts together.
Yeah.
Now what's the difference between that part and the other part? They look the same.
See, this, if you were going to screw it into a sewer in the ground, right?
Yeah.
And this is made for this.
Okay.
See, this latches on like that.
Yeah. Ooh, lock it on. It's not locked on.
And that goes like that.
Yeah, okay.
Then it's all locked on.
Okay, good point. Now, did it come with the hose?
Huh?
Did it come with the hose when we bought it?
Yeah, it came with that hose right there.
Oh, which that's not enough, is it?
That's okay if you're going to the dump station. Alrighty.
Okay, so just like you dump anywhere else, first you pull your black. Look away. Here, I'll let you hear it. It's going in that right there. Now we did purchase
The vent thing.
yeah, for the vent, but it is a gauge. Well, that purchase came about because we actually lost the vent cover.
Here comes the fun part.
Now
Because it's uphill, so it all doesn't come out of the hose. So you,
So if your RV isn't as low as ours, you probably don't have to do all this extra work here. Okay, pro tip, make sure that you have parked so you have room to maneuver your porta-tote. So what I'm referring to right here is make sure you have room to pull your tote around. Sometimes there's a curb or something there and you can't. We have made that mistake before. Allow room. We opted for the two-wheel kind. Do you wish you had the four-wheel kind, hun?
I don't know. Sometimes you think it might be easier, but I think that's it.
All right, now we motor to the dump station. So I think we have about a half-a-mile ride here to get to the dump station. Ish. Watch out for potholes. Someone there. There's a deer right across the road. And that brush right there.
Next, you gotta get this thing over there.
Now, is that something you think I could drag over there?
You want to try?
Yes. Here's a pro tip. Bring your longer hose with you. It might make it a little bit easier. I can move it though. Yeah, but I'm totally wigged out. You're standing in that bathtub or sewer.
Way over here.
And then you just empty. You empty from the low point there. Easy breezy. This is business. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Do they have a hose? Yes, good. Hose everything down. I say hose everything down. All of it. He's not wearing gloves either. That's going to wig a lot of people out. But he does wash his hands. He's not wearing gloves, but he does wash his hands.
On the way back, I gotta go all the way around the campground. So tip, if you're gonna use your poop tote, mind where your campsite is compared to the dump station.
Right, yeah. We're literally all the way around. So that's how we're take ours back, or you could pull it. Okay, round 1 done. Heading back to get round 2. We're going back to get
Great.
other gray water, because you always want to do your black tank before you do your gray tank. It flushes everything out nicely. And for us, it's usually 1 tote for the black and 2 totes for the gray.
If it's full.
If it's full. Probably we'll just do 1 today, right?
Probably.
So no matter what you do on this loop, you would have to drag. If you were parked right there, you'd have to drag it all the way around to the other side. We're parked on the other side, so we have to drag it around there. Because we're on this side, we only have to drag it by a few campsites instead of all the way around the loop when it's full. All right, round 2. Mr. D is going to get his gloves. Okay, round 2. Here we go.
Everything's good. Gray water.
Did you empty it?
Well, I gotta leave enough room to clear the hose.
Now we head back to the dump.
You pull up the vent, you pull down the not vent.
Usually your campsite won't be as rugged as this. This is one of the more rugged campsites we've been at this year.
That's why we chose this one to use the poop.
It might be the most rugged campsite we've been at this year. Round number 2. Here we go. We interrupt this pulling the tote to the dump station to let you know that here at Ocklackney River State Park, they have white squirrels And a couple of white deer. Pretty amazing. They're a genetic mutation, not albino. How many of you ever look at your tote and wonder, what happens if that wheel comes off? That's when I have to think, what can go right today? The wheels stay on my waist tote, my porta tote. This is a rhino porta tote.
Round two,
Round two.
gray water.
Some people are fishing. Some people are hiking. We are
doing poop.
Well, it's not all that.
The one thing I like about this is those great big wheels in the back. They bounce up over anything.
When we first purchased this, one of the wheels fell off the first time we had it full.
That was my fault.
Oh, user error.
Yep.
Never mind.
Yep. I didn't put the locking cap on the wheel.
Okay, so picture this. That tank completely full
One wheel goes.
of black tank stuff, and we go to move it and the wheel falls off. It's one of those moments where you just stand there and you really don't know what to do. You literally don't know what to do. We managed. There we go. Easy breezy. I think cement slabs by any sewer site is a good thing, right?
Yeah, it goes like that, so it all runs in there anyway.
Yeah. Some of them, though, aren't that nice. This is a good one.
It'd be nice if they cut a slot in that chunk.
Yeah, that's the only thing. You can't really get up there with your porta tote. All right.
Turn this on for me.
Cleaning it out. So I'd say it took us about 5 minutes to get down here, maybe 4, from our campsite.
One thing, people, if you hook this up here after you're flushing, like that, do this, you can get more of the water out. And this is when your wife walks away.
You need somebody to turn the water on?
No, that's okay. I'm able to stretch and get it because I do all that yoga. I'm very limber.
He does yoga off the mat. It's called walking.
I do the cast and reel.
Yeah?
I do sportsman yoga. I like doing that better than using the caps.
Heading back to Rough Road. About a half a mile away, wouldn't you say? Let's clock it.
That's what I'm thinking.
I mean, it's almost back to the check-in station. There's
right
a
there.
check-in station right there. At this campground. Sometimes you get lucky. Sometimes you
No.
don't.
Sometimes it's a long way away.
Yeah. Sometimes it is not convenient.
Well, you got a beautiful, cool day, weather in the 50s. I can't think of nothing else I'd rather do than to spend the day with my wife, grossing her out.
wish we could see that white deer on the way back.
Yeah. That's about 60 gallons worth of stuff. And the reason we got the 36-gallon poop tote is because our black water is 32, which leaves a little extra. So I can do our black one trip because we have double the holding on gray. So that's kind of why we did it.
Because this one did not come with a gauge.
No, I bought the gauge that's on the top from Amazon.
Mm-hmm.
And it does work well.
Yes. It's good to have.
Yeah. You might want to take your hitch out too. How many people have banged their knees on the hitch?
Here's another tip.
Yeah, me.
Do not go off and leave this laying somewhere.
No. This goes in my bag.
Like we did once.
Yeah. I mean, you could make do without it, but it sure comes in handy.
Yes.
So that was my fun day at the dump station with my baby here, the 36-gallon Rhino Camco Tote. And I do like this size. Like I said, I can put all my black water in one dumping without having to worry about overfilling it. Now the gray water, of course, if I'm doing 2 dumps, I have to monitor it. I like the big tires that are on it. As far as is it worth it? If I'm in a park where I'm going to have to be there, we can go 7 days. So if I'm going to be in a park more than 7 days, like this one where my wife conveniently booked this one for 10 just so I could do this for the video, for the blog, to me this is worth it, because if I had to go move the RV, the motorhome to dump it, you know, we got to unhook the electric, the water, and then we got the slide, the jacks, we got to pack up the inside, so not a full pack, but enough that stuff that might fall doesn't fall, and it turns into a bigger project. Almost as time consuming, but more, to me it's more laborious than making 2 trips with this. I would rather do 2 trips with this than go through all that with that.
And how long did that take us, would you say?
Well, if I wasn't doing a video, probably half an hour for 2 trips. I mean, realistically, if I was just doing it myself, dumping and go, I could probably have made both trips in probably half an hour. That's about, it's not that hard to do. So it's great. I've seen people with the smaller ones, but it depends on what you got, you know, how big one you need. They make all sizes of these things, 4 wheels, 2 wheels. So let us know what kind you got. After seeing our video, maybe you might think it's worth it. Let us know if you think it's going to worth getting one of these in the future. We just pick it up and it just slides right into the back of our car, the hatch part. And it goes in up, you know, this way, slide it in there, and then it's enough room for me to fold my e-bike and slide it in there right in front of it. So it doesn't take up a lot of room. We don't have a ladder in the back of our motorhome. Some motorhomes have it. If you have it, you can strap it to your ladder, but we don't have a ladder. So overall, it's good. Now, I've dumped it, I've rinsed it at the dump station. So before I put it in the car, I'm gonna mix up a gallon of water and Dawn, a good concentrate of Dawn, and I dump it in there and just let it slosh around while we're moving till the next time. That's just what I do.
Keeps it fresher.
And it doesn't smell. I hope you enjoyed this video as much as my wife did taking it and watching me. She was a big help. As you saw, she turned the hose on for me once. Take care, people. This is Gary and Sharon smiling behind the camera. Rough Road RV Life, a day in the life of a poop toter. I have a t-shirt that says Poop Tote Specialist.
Oh man, you should have wore that today.
Because I got graduated from novice to specialist about a year ago. So I'm a specialist. Take care. Bye.